You remember that person that disowned you, that just up and left you all alone with nothing, and and didn't even check on you to see how you were doing. Well, now guess what? They see God working through you. They can see the God in your eyes. They can see the discipline in your routine. They can see the growth. You've been growing so rapidly, and they don't know what to do. So here they come. They in your texts, they in your DMs, they trying to call your phone, but you got them blocked. So now they gonna show up at your door. So what you gonna do? Are you gonna let these people re-enter your life? You gonna let these narcissist people come back and destroy what you have built up? Don't you remember how hard it was when they left you by yourself and you didn't have anything? And you had to realize that the Most High was within you, and you started building your relationship with God. And now everything's starting to flourish. Everything is growing rapidly. Everything is going in your favor now. Are you gonna let this person come back in your life and tear everything down? This is your test. The Most High is testing you. He want to see what you're gonna do and what you're gonna allow. He's gonna see if you trust him, or are you gonna go back to the old you. The old you was full of drugs and partying and nothing. You weren't getting anywhere. You weren't making any progress. You weren't doing anything with yourself that was productive. You were stagnant. You were arguing daily. You're fighting and just, in a toxic situation. The whole house felt toxic. Nobody really wanted to be around you because you were always angry and obnoxious. But now you done severed that relationship. You ended that soul tie with that person, and you're doing well. You're coming up. You're rising to the top. And here they come. So what you gonna do? Are you gonna let them back in so you can redo this cycle once again? How many times do you have to go through this same thing with this same person? I know you done let them in, and y'all done tried to do it over and over again, time and time again. You keep on trying over and doing the same thing. They call that insane. You're trying to get different results doing the same thing. I know this person, they claim to be, a different person. They claim that they've grown. They've claimed that they worked on themselves. They claim that they'll never do you like this again. But that's all game. That's manipulation. They are sent just to destroy you. This is a test from God to see how much you've grown, how much you learned from these situations that you've been through. And he showed you that you could make it on your own. He showed you that you could do better by yourself. He showed you that you don't have to go back to this person. You don't have to worry about them anymore and to let them go. So what you gonna do? Are you gonna let them back in? Are you gonna let them go? Cut that soul tie. Make sure you don't go back ever. You keep walking on your narrow road. Even if it's in the wilderness by yourself, because great things are going to come to your life, because you already see that the seeds that you planted, they are already growing. They are already turning into manifestations in your life. So if you want to keep these things going in your favor, I advise you to keep going on this journey with the Most High. Keep on just having your relationship with the Most High, and don't let anybody else involve themselves in it. Especially if they already showed you what they made out of. They showed you who they were inside. They showed you. Don't let them tell you that they changed. They have to show you that they changed. And even if they do show you, just don't go back, because you know what's going to happen. They're going to get comfortable with you. They're going to know that they can always come back into your life whenever they feel like it. So once you give in and you let them come back into your life, what's going to happen? They're going to walk over you again. They're going to lie to you again. They're going to treat you like you were just a friend when, you loved them. You really treated them like a kingdom spouse. You really treated them like they needed to be treated. But what did they do to you? They treated you like you were nobody, like you were nothing. They just let you go, threw you away like you were garbage. So don't let them back in your life, because they will repeat and they will do the same thing, because that's what they are. They are karmic, and they're just ready to put you back in that cycle. Don't allow it. Rise above it. Get out of your emotions when it comes to this person. I know you still have feelings for them a little bit, but the feelings that you do have for them, wish them the best. Wish them the best on their journey. If you see them with somebody else and they look happy, don't let that get to you. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it make you make a dumb decision trying to go tit for tat. Just because you see somebody else out there seeming to be happy doesn't mean that it's true. They're probably still thinking about you daily and nightly and can't even sleep. That's most likely what it is, because you are an earth angel and there's nothing else like you. You are one of one of a kind. It don't get no better than you. The love that you give people is different. The way that you love people is different. You always had their back. You always let them, do what they do, and you always let them back in. But not this time. This time, you grown. You changed. You're a new person. You found God. You answered the calling this time. Now you're a chosen one. You're not just a person being called to be chosen now. Now you're actually a chosen one. You're actually anointed. You're actually different from the crowd. You're actually on the narrow road. This is a major thing. A lot of people can't claim the things that you claim about the Most High, because you know Him personally. You know the Spirit. And the source done showed you that you could walk on water. All of the things that you've been through that other people didn't make it through. There's so many people who went through the same test as you, but they had a different mind frame. They gave up. They drowned. You walked on water. You sat there and you did what you had to do, and you seen the elements around you. You seen how it was raining and storming and windy, but you still stayed walking on that water with your faith. You had big faith like Jesus had faith. You are different. You're not the type of person that's going to fold under pressure anymore. You used to be that person, but God showed you a different way. So you took that route. You took that route, and everything else is just the past. You probably cut off family members. You probably cut off old friends because they don't resonate with you anymore. Everything that they want to do is against what you want to do. You know you have a path. You know you have a purpose. You know you have things that you need to fulfill in this world, in this lifetime. And you're on your way to doing it. Your breakthrough is already happening. You probably can't see it because it's happening right now. So when this breakthrough do come through, you're going to be so happy that you didn't give in. You didn't fold under pressure. You didn't let people come in and interfere with your life like they wanted to. They just wanted to come in and tear you back down. They wanted to put you back to square one. But no, the Most High got better plans for you. So he gave you the spirit of discernment so you could see this person for who they are. Now when you see them, you feel like a certain way on the inside. It's not a hatred, but it's just not right. You could tell that it's not right anymore. You could feel it. And don't deny that feeling. Not for sex, not for comfort. You're in the best place that you could be. Just know that the last will be first, and the first will be last. So you could be last right now. Let everybody treat you like you're last and you're nothing. Because in the end, you're going to be first. And you're going to get your share. It's your birthright to give everything that you want. And just from you knowing who you are, and you're building yourself up in your truth, nothing's going to be able to stop you. Nothing can fend you off from getting the things that you are deserving to get, the things that you desire. Getting a desire is different than a want or a hope. You're not hoping for things to change. You desired this. You put in the work constantly, day in, day out. You sat there and you thought about it and you manifested these things into your life. You're changing your life for the better. There's nowhere to go but up from here. So you just keep going up. You keep rising. You keep rising up. And don't let anybody come into your life and try to tear your walls down. Try to tear what you built down. You building on a strong foundation. That foundation is the spirit, is the source, is the most high power. You're building on a strong foundation. It's never going to tumble. You never have to worry about losing anything again. Long as you live on this righteous path and you're doing things for people and you're giving, you're going to be receiving. Everything's going to work. There's the universal law called cause and effect. And everything that you're doing is causing great effects in your life. Don't let the darkness back in. Because these people, they don't have nothing. They're full of they're empty on the inside. They don't know God. They don't even want to know God. They don't want to be aware because it takes work to live like a chosen one. It takes work. You have to work on yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally. You have to really change yourself to get into these type of situations that you're in, to live the way you're living, to attract the things that you're attracting. You don't need this dark soul in your presence. The Most High is going to send you another light You're gonna attract a beautiful light to yourself, a light being, a earth angel, and y'all gonna get along perfectly. It's not gonna be a toxic relationship. It's gonna be a heavenly ordained situation that you're gonna enter. Your kingdom spouse is gonna be 20 times better than any relationship you ever been in. So be patient. Your kingdom spouse is being worked on as you're being worked on at the same time. You're both going through your journeys at the same time, and y'all will meet, and it'll be so perfect. It's just harmony. It's going to be harmony when you guys meet. So just keep going on your journey. Keep working on yourself. Keep doing everything that you need to do to be your best version. Don't let anything interrupt that. Don't let anything knock you off your pedestal. You are great and you are one of a kind. Just know thyself. Know who you are. Know your worth. Don't let anybody knock you off your pedestal because you're climbing. You put in a lot of work to get to where you are right now. So don't let that narcissist come back into your life and tear everything down. You're going to regret it. You're going to have to start from scratch. You don't want to go back into them old cycles again. I love you, and until next time, I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.